All right, folks, we are wrapping up day 2 of practice for the FLW Tour presented by Mercury on Grand Lake. Got Sam George with me.
Yep.
Sam, from what I understand, you've had not a great practice so far,
yeah.
or maybe on par practice so far.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
It's been a bad week for me anyways, and really a lot of guys, you know, man, it's just so hard to get a bite. I haven't got but just a couple bites here and there, and I mean, there's nothing to it that you can just replicate, and it's brutally tough. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just fish are moving right now. I'm kind of stumped right now.
All right. What's your strategy when it is really this tough? Is it slow down? Is it speed up? Is it just really keep trying to see new parts of the lake and hope you turn over that one rock? What do you try and do when it is tough?
For me, I really just try to look for a place that has the right ingredients, that has potential. You know, places where, you know, it's supposed to warm up at the end of the week. I'm trying to find places, you know, close to deeper water where those fish might pull up, where they're catchable. I think right now, a lot of the fish are not necessarily offshore, but they're off the bank. And, you know, with the dirty water, there's only X amount of things you can throw to catch them. And, you know, their strike zone, you know, is itty bitty right now. And the water's not that cold. You know, it's 53 to 55, 56 in some places. But I don't know if it's just because it warmed up so fast, because 2 weeks ago it was 6 degrees at night.
Yeah, there was ice in the back, so a lot of these pockets and stuff like that, which is pretty unusual for a lake we fish.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's that warming trend. I don't know if they're just kind of scared to get up on the bank because it's been so cold. I really don't know, and a lot of guys are saying the same thing. You know, I've talked to people, and we're all kind of a little confused right now.
It seems like the locals definitely have an advantage in this one, maybe more than usually, because they know at least where it's historically been good. You know what I mean? Yeah,
that's the thing. You know, Grand Lake is very, very historic as far as areas go. You know, it's crazy because a lot of the lake looks the same, and you'll have 10 or 12 pockets in a 2 or 3 mile stretch, but only 1 or 2 of them ever hold fish. And it's always the same ones over and over. And if you're a local guy in this deal and you know those right places, you know, it's a lot easier to fish for those 5, 6, 7 bites a day if you know where to put yourself. And when you're from out of town and you don't really know those areas and they're not biting, it gets a little tough.
You're an FLW Tour pro, though. You're going to figure it out, trust me.
I hope.
You came here once before in the fall. Have you been able to carry over anything from that? Or basically you know where the ramp is and that's about it?
Really just know where the ramp is and that's about it. No, it was a whole different deal then, which it wasn't exactly easy then, but some of the areas that I spent my time in, I mean, they're totally different. You know, the water was lower. I've never seen Grand Lake how it is, which the local guys have, which is why I think that, you know, you're going to see a lot of the top 10 guys be from, you know, within this area, as always, usually everywhere we go. But I don't know, it'll be interesting to see how it shakes out. You know, it's going to warm up a little bit, so some fish might move, they might not, we don't know.
Yeah, for sure. My last question is kind of it's about watercolor basically, because if you go out in the lake right now, you can find pretty dramatically different watercolor depending on where you are in it.
Yeah.
Have you found do you have any vibe or any preference for you personally?
I don't really like it gin clear, and I don't really like it mud. My thing, I like a little bit of color. I don't mind, you know, a little bit dirty water when it's cold. I feel like it puts them in really predictable places, you know, on something. Just because a bass is a bass, it doesn't matter hot, cold, you know, he wants to be around something in dirty water. But that's the thing that's got us all a little confused, is they're not really on anything right now.
For sure. All righty. Well, man, you got one more day to break this thing down. I've got tons of faith in you. And I'll go ahead and let you get out of here, and thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.